I think confidence is the foundation of charisma. If you are confident, there's no telling. So the people who are accused of having Rizz, oftentimes is they have the boldness, and we could have chosen another word, to say something. And it may not fit in a box of what someone else would say.
So it could be controversial.
It could absolutely be controversial. You could get your face slapped for it by some of them, but maybe the way that it was in your delivery, right? Or how you look, right? Because Rizz may not necessarily be all about what you say or how you say it. Let's be honest, most people, they're going to be drawn by their attraction. If I'm not attracted to you, you're going to really have to have a bucket of Rizz, right? And you're going to have to be really clever at what you say. You've seen it before. You've seen this hot girl with this beat up dude. You're like,
and how'd that happen?
And the natural assumption is, oh, he's loaded. He's got a bunch of money,
Or
and we'll just leave that for the rest of it. You can fill in that blank for yourself. It's not that type of podcast, right? So you can make whatever assumption that you want to make. But maybe, so what I found in my previous life is some of the most beautiful women oftentimes were the most lonely because men were so insecure and had this false sense of confidence that they were afraid to talk to him. I've seen incidents where I've been with guys and they see this girl over there and they're like, oh, she bad, man. She, you know what I mean? And whatever it is that they're attracted to. And they, for 30 minutes, hour, they're talking about, oh man, you know what I mean? Just, and so, like, bro, you're not gonna get nothing done over here. Like, go shoot your shot, go holler, go say something, boo, anything. I don't know, right? And so we're so afraid of getting that no, some of us, that we won't go at all.
Because a no is rejection. And we do not like dealing with rejection.
So we're not going to say anything. Or if we build up our courage to go, now we may not have any authenticity. I heard Scott say this last time and it worked. Or Scott told me this story about this one time that he said this thing.
And I'm going to use that.
And he said it worked. Scott was lying off his behind, right? He embellished the story to the highest, right? But you bought it, you sold it. So you're going to use it and you go over there and shoot what I used to call singing a hook, right? And she might groove to the hook. But if you don't have no verses, when you keep singing that same hook, like that's all you got? Like you don't have no depth? Probably not going, you know what I mean? So you come over there and shoot some baloney, heaven must be lonely or something because you've got to be an angel or something stupid. I've heard all kind of stupid stuff, right? And she's like, bro, that's the best that you got. And so she didn't give you any play. So now you come back to the circle and she a chicken head. Dating myself right there. I don't know that we still call them chicken heads. And I could have thought of all kinds of descriptions and adjectives that we could that I've heard and maybe may or may not have used. I heard Scott use them. So you know what I mean? Now she a chicken head when just 30 minutes ago, bro, she was the baddest thing in the spot. You know what I mean? So again, all that to say, being authentic, having confidence, I think, breeds what people call Rizz or charisma because you're comfortable in your own skin. And I just found that if I had a conversation with you and we could talk about anything or we could talk about nothing, that worked much better than trying to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Disingenuous. That's probably way too big of a word, but you're trying to hook them with something that really isn't who you are. One of my best friends, I used to say growing up, he's the closest thing that I've ever known to a pimp. It just, bro, like this stuff that would come out of his mouth, bro. You just if you told you, hey Scott, I'm gonna say this, you'd be like, that'll never work.
Always work.
I'm talking about a 99.7%.
And you thought there is no way this is going to
This
happen.
dude would say some of the wildest stuff, bro. And that's why I said earlier, you may get your face slapped if you don't.
But you may win.
I never saw him get his face slapped. But those of you who know who I'm talking about, definitely he got his face slapped in class. They came back was like, hey, Black, guess what? Your boy got slapped. Like, what? This particular person got slapped in the middle of class. This particular person got pushed into a trophy case in the middle of the hallway. This particular person got hit by a car 2 times. I don't know if it was the same girl, but she tried to hit him with a car. This particular person got food poisoned, in which he tried to blame it on me, which
It could have.
maybe I'm gaslighting a little bit. We talked about this. I wanted to go somewhere else to go see someone else. And he was riding with me. And so take me by so and so's house, right? So we go over there and he gets over there and now he feels a different type of way. The energy is not what he was looking for. And it was probably his fault if I'm just telling the story like it is. And so he was like, hey, Black, don't leave me over here, man. I said, hey, man, look, the person cooked for you, man. I think that's honorable. You're not gonna even go eat. He was like, hey, man, don't leave me over here. When really my ulterior motive was I was trying to go somewhere else real quick. I'm gonna be back, right? I'm gonna be back. So, hey, man, let me do this thing right quick.
I'll come back and get you.
And I come back. She fed him spaghetti. If you've never, yeah, here's a tip, young men. If a young lady wants to cook spaghetti for you and you really hadn't built any kind of relationship or rapport with her,
Take a hard pass.
do not eat the spaghetti. Bro was sick for like the next 3 days, in which guess whose fault it was?
Yours. You left him there.
And I was like, bro, I had nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? So anyway.